Hi friends, looking today at Mossland ICO and presenting my views on the same. Before we proceed, please note, these are my personal views about the project and the token based on publicly available information and my assumptions, and do not form any financial advice of any kind. Please note that ICO investments are highly risky in nature and you should never bet on more than you can afford to lose. Please do your own research and due diligence before deciding on any ICO investment. Let us first look at the concept of Mossland. It's effectively a world consisting of landmarks picked up from real life, which act as properties similar to the age-old game of Monopoly merged with location-based check-in. You can buy properties, develop them with accessories, and earn revenue by selling, trading, and garnering advertisements from real-life establishments. The gamers can check in at various landmarks and also earn moss spent by in-app advertisers. The game will have three types of currencies. Gold and gems are in-game unlimited supply currencies which can be used to purchase game content. The difference between the two being that gold can be earned as game rewards while gems cannot. The currency of focus of course is Moss currency, which will be in controlled supply, can be bought through in-app purchases at exchanges or earned through advertisements and property sales. Now let us look at the basic ICO details. Moss is an ERC20 standard token. We have a maximum supply of 500 million. ICO price is 1 Ether for 10,000 Moss. Pre-ICO has already closed and the ICO starts on 12th March 2018. Pre-ICO plus ICO release will be 250 million tokens, which is 50% of the total. It's promoted by Reality Reflections, a Korea-based gaming company started in 2015. You can visit their website www.realityreflection.com to have a look. Multiple bonus slabs are applicable during the ICO. Of the remaining 250 million tokens, 50% are for in-app purchase, 15% for reserves, and the rest 20% for the team and advisors. How does it work? Moss acquisition post-ICO. You can pay in dollars and buy from an app store, Google Play. You can alternatively buy it from crypto exchanges and move to your gaming account, or you can earn it through advertisements acquired by your property in Mossland. Looking at the Moss transactions, when you buy a property, you pay in Moss, part of which goes to the Reality Reflections as fee and the rest to the seller. If you run an advertisement campaign on a particular property you like, you pay for the advertisement where 80% of the amount goes to customers who check in at the property and the rest is split evenly between the property owner and the gaming company. Finally, if you want to sell off your Moss, you transfer it to an exchange and convert it into either cryptos or fiat currency as per your needs. Post ICO, how will Mossland generate revenue? They will make money by initial sale of prime properties, through trading fee for property trades, the fees they get on advertisements placed on properties, and of course by selling the two other gaming currencies, namely gems and gold, which can be minted in unlimited quantities. Looking at the roadmap, they're targeting 2018 quarter 2 for exchange listing, which in a way is meaningless since there won't be any actions to increase the token price by then, though it can give some investors an early chance to exit if they want. We can probably expect the first price rise to happen once the prototype has been built. 2019 quarter 2 gives the first potential price rise and the first real exit points to the initial investors. And of course 2019 quarter 3 is when we will know if this is a hit or a flop. Now why will Moss gain or lose value? Mossland game popularity will of course drive the demand for Moss. This will include things like initial property selling, trading fee, advertisement fee, gems and game gold in-app purchase, essentially all revenue generation points for Mossland itself. Occasional Moss coin burn should help in stabilizing the price. Sentiments based on development milestone achievement will also drive the price up or down for that matter. And finally, speculation on exchanges, which again works both ways, up or down. Pricing is one area where I really get upset looking at ICOs. Most of them provide no revenue projections or even any remote indications as to how their token can be valued by investors. Mossland is no different. Hence, I am again going with multiple assumptions to estimate where we can see the price of these tokens settle. I have assumed that Moss prices will purely depend on the demand generated by the gaming needs. And even though probably 90% of the tokens will lie in exchanges driving the trade, the other 10% floating around Mossland will probably define the demand and corresponding token price. Another assumption is that the revenue generated by in-app purchases will be about 75% of total revenue and will of course entirely be in Moss, while the rest may or may not be in Moss. Hence, based on total revenue of the game, you will see a best case and a worst case scenario. Looking at these numbers, we can see that unless the game generates a revenue of $10 million plus, the returns on the token are practically nil. And if it reaches a revenue in excess of $100 million, we are looking at the token value going up to $2. Now, taking a good average success scenario with the revenue reaching $25 million, the token can actually hit up to 50 cents, which in my opinion is a fairly decent return. The market cap under this scenario will be about 250 million USD, which is commendable and matches the peak of what a token like Engine Coin reached at its best without a real output. Looking at the final checklist, the idea is definitely good, so is the business model. Team has a good experience in this area, readiness levels are low until we see a prototype. The risk of team running away is low, but failure in the game space is high, so overall risk is medium. It looks genuine definitely. Competition is very tough, and ROI based on previous calculations should be between 2 to 5x assuming it works. I will give them an overall investment grade B+, primarily owing to the competition in the segment and the low readiness levels. What works for them is a great gaming plus travel check-in concept, partly based on Monopoly itself, a good revenue generation model. We know if the game works out, then sky will probably be the limit, and it seems to be backed by a dependable team. What doesn't work for them, on the other hand, are no revenue projections, no prototype, gamers going to exchange to purchase Moss, which might not work out unless cryptos become a norm, and a highly competitive mobile gaming industry. Very few titles succeed here. Thank you for your time. Please note that all analysis is based on the information provided. I don't have any insider info on the ICO, and hence please use your judgment in deciding your investments. And finally, a disclaimer, I'm part of their bounty program, though I have tried to provide an unbiased assessment to the extent possible. If you find the video useful, please like and share. Thank you.